We're going to go over a quick gear review of the stuff that I used for the Annapurna Circuit. Everything over here is laid out. The pack that I use, we'll start off with that first. Exos 48 by Osprey. You could really use anything from the 30 to 50 liter range is fine. You could generally just fit everything in there. I myself had a ton of room. I put a trash compactor bag in here just to help with if it rained really hard, I could just throw my stuff in there, mush it up like that, and then stuff wouldn't get wet. A lot of the time you'll be doing a short hike after you set up your stuff inside, so I just brought a really light sling pack. You can get whatever anywhere. They usually give these out for free at a lot of places. Just to go for quick day hikes where you don't need to bring everything. And I brought a fanny pack. Really light, just to hold my passport, that kind of stuff. If I'm just walking around town or whatnot, permits and passport, all the cash goes in there. I use this kind of Ziploc bag to throw all our food into. It's made by OpSac, and it makes it so that the odor does not, nothing smells the odor. You don't have to worry about any kind of critters or anything, just in case that was a thing. Footwear, Ultra Lone Peak. Really good. They have their own gaiters so that you can just make sure the dirt does not get inside. Made it really comfortable, no foot problems whatsoever during the trail. For socks, I have one pair of Darn Toughs and one pair of Injinji toe socks, just to kind of alternate. Sometimes you have hot spots in different places in your feet. It's good to just kind of switch it up a little bit. For water, I just used a Nalgene and a smart water bottle with a Sawyer squeeze on top of it. And then it was no problem getting water. We never had to filter any kind of really gritty water or anything like that. There's water everywhere in town. You just have to filter it to make sure. And we had my sister carry her own smart water bottle with a sport cap, and if it for some reason does get jammed, you could just squeeze the clean water through this side and it'll back flush it out of the system. On to clothes and other things. This is the clothes that I would wear every day. This is a wool blend hoodie that Nike made. And we got a trucker hat. Keep the sun off your face. We got trekking poles. I used a Black Diamond Ultradistance. I don't know if they make those ones anymore, but they're really light, and I've always used those. There's a wool V-neck t-shirt that I have from Icebreaker. I usually wouldn't wear these two together. It would be one or the other. And the wool was really great because it does get smelly. It's really hard for stuff to dry. So, for example, I am wearing a polyester t-shirt right now that I also brought, but it got really smelly. And if you do get something that's a polyester blend, make sure it has some kind of odor resistant properties to it. Onto pants. You could bring any kind of trekking pants. I would wear long sleeve or long leg pants. I would not wear shorts just because the sun is just like on you the whole time, and I don't want to keep putting on sunscreen on my pants. And it does get chilly, so pants is for me. I brought two buffs. You really only need one. It didn't cost me much more weight, so I brought two buffs just to have on your neck, to use as an extra towel, whatever. Really great all around. Sunglasses, definitely need sunglasses. The snow, all the sun will get in your eyes. I brought two pairs of Icebreaker underpants. They're just their boxer briefs. Really nice, never smelled, really easy to dry. And then we always had this book to just be our guide for the trail. I borrowed it from my buddy Jackson. Unfortunately, he could not make it. When it did get chilly, I have my down jacket. I have a wind jacket. This is just a warm sleeping pants that I had. I got it from Uniqlo. It's really cheap, so I do recommend that. I never had to wear that on the trail, but if for some reason the pants was drying, I could wear those leggings plus the lightweight running shorts that I have right now together just to have something to wear on the bottom when it is cold outside and your pants are drying. You should bring a fleece for sure. I have this Patagonia R1. It's better to have something with this kind of micro grid on it. It does get warmer than other kinds of fleece for the weight. But you could bring whatever fleece as long as it fits inside your pack. Got some gloves. I only used it once over Thorong La. Otherwise, it never really got too cold for me, or I could just maybe wrap a buff around my hand or whatever. I used the gloves once, but I do recommend bringing some lightweight gloves. These ones are wool ones. I got a beanie. You don't really need one. You could just wear a buff as a beanie, but I brought one just in case. This is for the sleep system. I brought a sleeping bag. Mine was about, I think 30 something or 40 degrees rated. You could get something warmer. I let my sister borrow my 20-degree down quilt, but this worked fine. If it did get cold, I would just layer up a little bit inside the bed, and a lot of the time they would come with a blanket anyways. I brought my own pillow, a blow-up pillow. I made it a lot more comfortable. A lot of the times the pillows would not be the correct puffiness or whatever for me, so having my pillow be a consistent size was really beneficial to having a good night's sleep, and I never really had a night where sleep was rough. This is super lightweight base layer pants just to wear underneath my pants. I only did that once over the past because it was really cold. It was below freezing, and those two combined made it fine for my legs. It was not cold. Quick little pack towel. Most places do have a shower. It's not a hot shower necessarily, but you do have to have a little towel. You could use a buff if you want, but oftentimes the buff was drying or whatnot at the end of the day, so I have a pack towel. This is a little toiletry kit, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that stuff inside. Really important that you need to bring some kind of sunscreen, some hand sanitizer, whatever pills you're going to use, whether it be just ibuprofen or Diamox if you are concerned about altitude sickness. I had contacts the whole time. I had no problems getting my contacts on and off. This is the charger that I use, Anker Power Core 10,000 I think it's called. And then we got adapter in town because it doesn't always plug into what you need it to plug in. You need a good headlamp because usually a couple hours of the day there's no electricity, and sometimes you also have to get a headlamp start to the day. Sometimes you gotta get hiking by 5:30 and the sun's not always fully out yet. This is just rain stuff, just in case it did rain. It rained on us a couple times. We got really lucky with the weather, but we got our backpack cover that goes over the pack. We got rain jacket over here, and then I didn't bring a rain pants, but I brought a rain kilt. It worked fine for the couple times that it did rain. So, but like I said, we got really lucky with the weather, and we did come in October, so this is the best weather month to come. All right, that's everything.